Ready. I'm grateful any other change. 10:55. So there we go. 10:55 means that there's big changes, or changes are happening. 1 being the source. Angels, love, the one that you are. 0 being your universe. 5 being change. So, thank you. I love you. There's never coincidences. When you look at the clock, it's not a coincidence. Everything you see in your universe. Yeah, we're channeling. Everything you see. We're channeling again. Yes. He's open. Just sitting here. He breathed himself down. Why would we not channel? It's 10:55. You were talking about your universe and change. Who am I speaking with? Can you get loud? Okay, this is Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. We are back because Josh never let us really go. There's different types of channel. This is... We do not want Josh or people to think that Josh per se is hearing things. We all hear things. You just ignore them. When you hear things in your mind and go, nah, what is that? Just kind of wipe it away and go back to your yesterdays or tomorrows, but not in your nows. You ignore the fact that even us are reaching out to many of you who choose or choose not to listen. You must. There is no must, per se, but learning to do so would greatly change your universe if you sat still at least a half an hour. Put on relaxing music. Don't read a book. The idea is to clear your mind, not occupy your mind. You are not your mind. Your mind is a supercomputer, the universe's greatest supercomputer. But it is there to keep you on this plane, in this suit, and understand what is going on around you and not get run over by a bus, so to speak. It is there so your pilot can fly the plane and get you where you need to go without crashing you and destroying your time on Earth because your avatar is gone. Do you understand? It also, yes, is the seed of the fact that there are, per se, 8 billion of you in this source energy. So there has to be a uniqueness to each of you. And some of that, not all of that, comes from your mind as well. I'm here. I'm listening. Can you turn it up, please? It gets sometimes. It's like a volume goes up and down. It's like a wave. It was loud for. Actually, that was a straight channel. That wasn't any volume. All right. I gotta get silent. I'm shifty in my chair. There we go. The next one I'm gonna record face to face. You should do so. Why are you hiding yourself? You are an awesome self. It took you a while to figure that out. So in this case, since this is recorded, we require you to flash a picture of yourself instead of mountains and us, as you see us. Although we are all light when it comes down to it. How do you sleep? When you go to bed, are you grateful? There was a short that was just posted about gratitude and how you can program your subconscious mind, which tries to take over from your heart, because that is where the battle is. As you live in a duality plane, you also have the duality within you through the superego, so to speak, as Dr. Joe Dispenza would say, or through your heart, as Source would say, which is the, you could say, energetic pipeline that carries all of us as one big source energy. When you go to sleep, how do you feel? Because that will program your subconscious mind, and that will try to take over in your actions when you are not in your heart space, or when you are at least not paying closer attention and being closer to your universe versus living in autopilot. If you are living in autopilot, then you are not paying attention to your universe. You are just going about your actions as if you were an automaton. So to speak, are you feeling your actions at least? If you go through your actions day to day and they are rote, put some feeling behind your actions. Do you have intent behind your actions? What are you doing with your actions on a daily basis then, if you have no intent? Are you just kind of wheeling around with no specific anything? It is always recommended to have some sort of written something of where you want to go and what you want to do. Wheeling around just doing always leads to just same wheeling around and just doing. Of course, wheeling around and just doing then wheels you into yourself. If you have purpose in any sort, be it raising children, spiritual, giving, hugging people, whatever it might be, if you have some form of purpose, then we raise the vibration. If we just wheel around, we bring the vibration down, because eventually it just ends up feeding the self, and the subconscious takes over, and it becomes an automatic reaction. You just spin the same thing, kind of like the movie Groundhog's Day, until he woke up into his heart and came out of, well, he was in a super ego. But you'll live the same general day over and over until you break out of the pattern and fall back into a heart space of some sort. Or at least pay attention and live it with feeling. That's a way to start. That's what the feelings are for. When you go to sleep at night, be grateful. Do not program your body with anger. Do not go to sleep angry. Going to sleep angry allows you to wake up angry. It allows your super ego to look for angry situations, to be angry, to bottle this up as a flame, so to speak. Not violet, that's for sure, but violent. That flame that will be inside you will burn with the passion of anger, of a rage that you do not need to have. That rage, that can be replaced. The feeling of love and release. Do not go to bed angry. At least, if nothing else, find some space in your heart to put it on the shelf and go, I have to respect myself before I go to sleep, and cannot carry this energies into my subconscious and program that with that as I go to sleep. When I wake up, I will not be better off. I will have programmed more anger, more whatever else from the situation, because it will now be worse, because I will, in my subconscious, have molded over all night. Again, when you go to sleep, Dr. Joe Dispenza is very spot on. When you go to sleep, what flows through your subconscious mind becomes your life if you are not paying attention to your universe. When you wake up, you are now reprogrammed with the anger as the source instead of love, which is your true source. This is the game that is played on Earth. Can you stop playing that game? You now have a key to do so. You can take that anger and put it away and try to at least remain neutral and go to sleep where you're not reprogramming yourself. You could even then play something in the 432nd hertz band that would reprogram you. Something that says, I love me, or I am not angry if you're angry. Just play it softly while you sleep, and you can reprogram yourself. These are all simple things that you can do if you choose to do so, to make yourselves better. These are all things that humanity has choices on, at least some of you. Again, always remember to be grateful. There are more that won't ever hear this message that should, that never could. When you go to sleep, just remember, try to remember that you are only a ball of love, source love, from the one source that is the same source that is in everybody. If you can truly remember that, or at least have some sort of inkling of that, then we would treat each other better. And you would not go to sleep angry at anybody. And we would all wake up much better, and we would have a much better day on planet Earth. With that, have a nice night, wherever you are, on planet Earth. And we love you. We are Saint Germain and Raphael, and we have channeled. We will be back again, because your channel is very open, Josh, and we are very grateful. We love all of you. Now love all of each other. This is not very complicated. You make it harder than it needs to be with your stories that you want to hang on to. More on that later. Love you. Holy sh! I like these.